Alright, in this video I will show you how to download, install and set up OBS for streaming or recording. So let's start. In your browser you just go to OBS Studio, enter, and then you go here. Right, it depends on what you are using here. I'm using Windows. You get to this page, you click Windows, you say yes, you follow the prompts, next, blah blah blah. Already okay, but I'm already having OBS installed, so for you guys you just follow the prompts until OBS is installed. Right, now you open OBS, it will look like this. It will ask you beforehand if you want to optimize it for streaming and you won't be focusing that much on recording, or you want to optimize it for recording and you won't be focusing that much on streaming. It doesn't really matter because you can twist and tweak all of those settings later on. So if your main goal is to stream, choose optimize for streaming, and OBS will optimize itself according to your system specs for streaming. Right, when you get here it looks like this, so you can still do nothing. You will get to a screen just like this. You'll see here on the left hand side the scene. You can add more scenes. Say for instance you use this one scene only for the camera feed. Then you go to your sources, you add a video capture device, let's name it cam, and open. We select our Brio. You can see the green screen behind me. Custom 1080p. Okay, 30 frames per second. Okay, then you have your green screen together with your camera feed and whatnot. In this, if you want to edit your, let's do it now. Say for instance you want to edit your screen, your camera feed, so that you don't see the green screen I'm using here right now. You go to camera, filter. First of all, you add a chroma key. Okay. Let's get it. Okay, let's leave it like that for so long. Wait 1 second. Let's get this to get not so grainy, because it's still a little bit grainy. It must be pitch black dark. Right, like that more or less. So you see here in my face it's also showing a little bit of grain there. You just remove this, take this down, let's twist and tweak. You see it's more or less good now. Okay, we close this one. Now it looks like this, but now it's not done yet. We are not done. You add a cropping. Okay, say for instance left 150, right 150. Let's see, say top 80. Yeah, close. Now we are good. You can just adjust this to the center more or less. Then you have like a pitch black background. You can replace that background with other. Say let's say for instance you add another source. You say image, call it image. Okay, browse. We go here to downloads maybe. Take this image, open. You say okay. You stretch it full screen. Then you put this image like this. Okay, now you see it's grainy like that, So we go back to filters on the camera, chroma key, and we reduce this. Nah. There you have it. I have a background of those guys, blah blah blah, in the background that I removed with my green screen also someone. So now I have like a scene only for my camera feed. Now if I want to add my PC screen, you want to check out my PC screen, let's just get this smaller here. You add another source, you say display capture, okay, you leave that at automatic, then you choose your display, okay, you put your display here, right. So now your camera feed is over here and your PC screen is over here. But if you have a second screen, it's for best results, you use your second screen. Say for instance, this is now my second screen, and you go to the properties of this one, you select your second screen. Okay, now my camera feed is still here, but my PC second screen is over here. So now if I play a game and I'm using my second screen as my monitor to play on, then this will be shown. The game will be shown together with my camera over there. So that's nice. That's how you set up your camera, as well as green screen, as well as a scene for your PC capture, to capture your PC gaming or reaction videos or whatever you want to do. So let's move on. All right, now let's do something else. We added another scene. We called it video capture device. You can rename it to Xbox or whatever. So if you want to play on your Xbox, let's rename it to Xbox. Right. If you want to play with your Xbox through your PC, through OBS, you will need a video capture device. It's not that expensive unless you go for the Elgato video capture devices, which is actually a couple of bucks extra, like expensive. But a normal video capture device, it's not that expensive anymore. So you just get a video capture device, you plug it into a USB port on your PC, you plug your Xbox via HDMI into the video capture device, you add your video capture device and you rename it Xbox. So it will look like this. So here's your Xbox screen, like this, ne? And now you can play your Xbox and your what and all your games on your Xbox, right, ne? So that is what you will have there. Now say for instance you want to play full screen. Then you right click your Xbox source here, full screen projector source, and you put it on your screen. Now you have full screen only of your source, right? Your camera will be there in OBS showing you what you are saying and talking your nonsense and whatnot, and you will be able to play your Xbox games and everything is fine. It is all is well with my soul, right? That's adding your Xbox, right? Just press escape, you're out of your Xbox. You want to switch to your PC screen, you just hide this one, you activate your PC screen. Good, nice. So That one is good, ne? Now your desktop audio should be, for instance, let's go here. We go control panel. We say hardware and sound. We go to sound devices. We check which one is our default sound device. We select our headset as our default sound device. We continue. We close it here. Desktop audio, you go to properties, default sound device. So your default output device will be your headset, as well as what is going to be recorded. Nah. So we say okay here. Go to advanced audio, desktop audio, 0 decibels, monitor and output. Right. We close that there. Our mic that we are using, we select our mic, the PD200X. Okay, so you see now there, it picks up my voice. So, before we proceed, do this and you put your mic, only your mic on mono. So remember, this video is a tutorial on how to set up everything. We will get to the setup of how to set up your mic step by step. But if you go into settings here, you go to output, click this to advanced, né? Go to recording, you choose your output folder, your video. I recommend this one because if you use MP4, for instance, and like here in South Africa, you get a power outage, your video will be more or less non-recoverable. So use this one so that even if you get a power outage or whatever, you can still retrieve that video you recorded and just continue. And then here by audio tracks, you select 5 or 6. It doesn't matter. Right, apply. Okay. Then for here, okay, also when you go into settings, let me just do this also. Output, streaming. You choose your streaming track. Né? You choose, let me just make sure, track 1. You choose track 1 as your streaming track, né? As well as your audio track. So we apply that one. Video encoder, if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, you can use NVIDIA, this one, as well as for the recording, your video encoder, you use the whatnot, NVIDIA. This I usually rename. So I choose 320. I rename this to stream. Right, track 2 also, and we call it desktop audio. Audio, ne? Right, and then track 3, we go here, we rename it to mic. Right, we apply. Okay, now if you go back to settings, no, not settings, you go here to advanced audio properties, then you choose your tracks. If you choose one, you choose one on both, so that your desktop audio, it will also appear on your stream as well as your mic. It goes to your stream. Then track 2, if you can remember, we changed it to 320 and we named it desktop audio. So desktop audio is track 2. Track 3 was the mic. So the mic is going through track 3. So any other audio device that we later on apply here or utilize here, any other audio, whatever audio we are going to use again, ne? Any other audio device that must go through to the stream or that we want to record, we will adjust it. We will adjust it here and put it on a separate track that we named. So, right, let's proceed. Now, I must actually test the desktop audio. Let's play a previous recording of us. Alright, in this video, I will show you how to download, install, and set the desktop audio is running for streaming or recording. So, let's start. In your browser, you just go to... Right, so we know the desktop audio is working and we know the mic is working. So now, let us twist and tweak our mic settings. We did the display, we did the camera with the green screen. It's now time for the mic. We go to filters. We add one. Let's do it properly. Control panel, hardware and sound, recording. This one we use is our default mic. So it still shows up here because it's chosen there. So let's go here again. Recording, it's this one, properties, levels. You put it at 100. Advanced, 1 channel, 48 studio quality. Okay, that is what we need there. Then we go here to filters. First of all, we need to get rid of all the noise. The background noise is like computer fans, or people shouting at each other next door, or dogs barking and that whole shebang. So I will put a link in the description for where you can get this VST 2X plugins. You go here, you go into this, you select Refer Standalone. Open the plugin. Now you can see. Okay, before we do that, we don't choose equalizer, subtract. So you will see my voice bouncing. It's bouncing here, bouncing there. So if I'm quiet, you will also see this like arc. It's still bouncing, but it's just subtle. You see what I mean? So now we build a noise profile for that subtleness, and then we deselect it and it will be subtracted from our stream, anything. So we can do it like this. Okay, now everything below that red lines are subtracted from my stream. So my mic will sound crystal clear and quiet when I'm not doing anything. Right, we are done. That is good. We close it here. We add another one. First of all, compressor. Okay, the ratio. Don't use that ratio, it's too high. You put it to 3 to 1. The threshold decibels you put here around about minus 12. Minus 12. Attack 1 millisecond. Release 100 milliseconds. You leave the output gain like this. This ducking source and sidechain, you leave it as is. Right, that's your compressor. That's the optimal settings for my setup. and it's actually good. You will see now here my voice is it's going, but not so deep into the red anymore. It's not going that deep into the red. Right. We add another one. Expander. The expander is for when you whisper, né? And you want people to hear that solid whisper, né? It's like when you whisper, you see, that mic, it doesn't bounce that much. It doesn't. Né? So, what you do, you set your attack also to 1. You raise this to 100. And then your threshold you should play with. Ne? We make this also 3 to 1. Your threshold you should play with. If your threshold is like too low, you can hear. I can whisper, but I can whisper, but you are not going to hear anything. Yeah, if you whisper and your threshold is too low, you will get that like a tinny sound when the attacks, and when it releases you get like a tinny sound. So set your threshold a little bit higher, say for instance 45, 46 decibels, minus 46 decibels. So when you whisper, it's like it picks up the whisper, but it gives you that solid, straightforward decibels, nice whisper. Like when you whisper, it picks up everything. You see what I mean? So you can put the output gain a little bit more, say for instance 1 decibel. That's okay. That's alright. So nice. Expander is good, ne? That one is solid. Right. Now you go to your limiter, ne? You add a limiter. You put your threshold all the way there and minus 1. Just minus 0.10. That's all you need. Then your release 60 milliseconds. Just leave it like that. Okay. Now, for instance, if you should shout, "Wah, pa, do, yar," it won't go over the 0 decibels. So you won't get clipping because of that. Then we add another one. 3-band equalizer. Okay. For this one, let me give you a tip. For this one, I set up my thing like 1 decibel here. I minus the mids, ne? By 3.2 decibels. And then I raise this one by 2.5 decibels. Then you will have that like a bassy voice, plus the reduction of the mid will give you like a podcasty sound. Plus, if you put the high a little bit higher, the high notes, like the treble notes, compensates the bassy notes. So you will get that nice podcasty style voice when you are doing your thing. So let's proceed. You can, if you want, add another one like a gain. So for instance, if you see you are not clipping and you are still good, you are a little bit over into the red, but it doesn't make that much of a difference and your voice still sounds cool, but it's a little bit lower than what you would like, ne? You can add a gain and add 1 or 2, 3 decibels, say like that. Okay, so it's still good, no clipping, nothing, but you are actually talking good, man. You are talking good, right? So let's go and check out our voice. The mic is set up. It's very good, ne? The desktop audio. If you want to stream, like say for instance gaming or a reaction video, a YouTube video, you are watching a YouTube video pausing like Esmond Gold or Charlie, Moist Critical. I don't want to compare the two because, nah man, Charlie is much more better than Esmond Gold. For sure. Enough with the small talk. If you want to do that videos, I suggest you play something, for instance, let's say, where's my Nexus? We go here by games, for instance, say Dota. Right there. If Dota starts, then your camera feed will still be in game. Do you know what I'm saying? Because your PC screen is below your camera feed. So let's see. We started Dota. We have desktop audio. Our game is playing. Now, in order for you to have the optimal sound, your voice, your game sound, I'm just going to quit here. I'll show you. Right. In order for you to have the optimal sound during your gaming, your desktop audio, if you can see it clipped here, or the decibels went to -10. So if you can check your voice meter as well as your desktop audio meter, that's why I suggest having a second screen. Then you can adjust these on the fly. You adjust this lower and lower up until your desktop audio comes here by -20 decibels. Between -25, -20 is good because you don't want your game sound or your reaction video sound to overpower your voice that for the content you are creating, because it's annoying and people will say, "My man, we can't hear you, we can't hear shit. Now we only hear your game. Your gunfire is too high or your whatever." Adjust those bars up until you get the optimal sound for your desktop audio as well as your mic audio. So that's cool. No problem. Other than that, your setup is actually now proper for proper streaming. The other setup we will do is this over here, because I'm recording on a different OBS over here, and this one is for the tutorial purposes. But the setup of these, the streaming and the what else you need for streaming, I will cover in the next video. Stay tuned and thank you again for watching. If you like the video, drop a like, subscribe, leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Guys, you will really help out my channel, and I will strive to help you guys grow your channels as well as your streaming platform channels, as well as Twitch, TikTok, whatever you guys have in mind. So if you like this video, if it was informative, subscribe, like. Even if you didn't like it, say in the comments, "Man, you are lying. You are lying, man. I swear I'm telling." No. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.